Good evening, everybody. Hoping you're well and blessed. In the book of Habakkuk, it tells us to write our visions and run with it, write it on a tablet and run with it. And I just want to share with you not to lose sight of your vision or dreams or your goals, because what happens sometimes we can, especially in the place we're in now, we could have maybe we had a vision or a goal or a dream to go somewhere or do something, and it's just now we don't see it and we can lose sight of it. And it just reminded me of 13 years ago. Me and my husband had written, and it was really a desire of my heart to go overseas for my 40th, and it was also to have a new kitchen, and we didn't want my daughter to go to the School of Achievement, and there was a few things that seemed impossible in our way. Definitely to go overseas, we didn't have the finances for my 40th, I didn't have the finances for a new kitchen, and we just trusted it. Every day I wrote that down, and every day we'd look at it and speak it into being and speak it into being and not lose sight of it. And at the end of the year we look back, I went overseas for my 40th in June, my daughter didn't have to go to the School of Achievement, and I had a new kitchen in the August. I thought, wow, Lord, only you could have done that. So every year put the vision on a poster and checked it and looked at it and spoke over it. And it just reminded me of King David. David was anointed, he was going to be king, but it didn't happen straight away, and he had to run and hide, and he was going to Nabala. He wanted to be fed. His men were hungry, and he was losing sight of his vision and dream, and he was going to go and kill Nabala. And he's a rich ruler who wanted the ransom that was on David's head. And then Abigail, Nabala's wife, came out, Lord, Lord, my Lord, and just reminded him, you're going to be king, my Lord, and just reminded him. And he would have lost sight of his vision and dream and goal if Abigail hadn't just encouraged him and reminded him that he was going to be king. And what had happened 10 years ago, I'd been putting up one of my things on the vision board. I had a lot of different things, and every single year I had to be debt free. And it was for my children and their things, that every year it was like amazing when the Lord answered. I'm just speaking them into being, speaking into being, and answered prayer and visions and dream. But the one that took 10 years to fulfill was to be debt free. It didn't happen straight away. I had my children, they always needed something. There was always something coming up. But after 10 years, all my children are working. God made a way for me to be debt free. And that was 2 years ago. So God is good, He is faithful, He has given you a vision, if He's given you a dream, just don't lose sight of it. Run with it, speak it into being. God gives us the power and the authority to speak it, the power of believing in Him. And I just wanted to share that, because a lot of people say, oh no, that is impossible. Yes, but what is impossible with man is possible with God. All the things in my eyes were impossible. It was impossible for me to be debt free, totally impossible, but God made a way. But also I had to have faith and get out of my boat and walk on water and trust in the Lord and seek Him and speak it into being. So there's a lot of things behind it, but if God has given you a vision, a dream, or you have something on your heart and you're believing in the Lord for, don't lose sight. Don't lose sight. Keep up. Let me be your Abigail today and remind you that God is good, that He is faithful, and He hears our prayers and He answers our prayers. Have a good evening. God bless.